What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. I gotta talk to the smart ones and I gotta talk to the dummies. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Now, let's break down 135 with these fighters that I just put up there. Now, I didn't put Lamont Roach up there because he's currently getting ready to fight Tank Davis. But Lamont Roach is 29 years old. Now, Lamont Roach, out of everybody that's up there, I don't know what Lomachenko still has in the tank, but if Lomachenko is the same fighter he was in his last fight, he beats Lamont Roach. Now, we don't know this until we get the fight, right? But here's my opinion. He beats Lamont Roach. Abdullah Mason, 20 years old, sharp, probably beats Lamont Roach. Not that Lamont Roach isn't a decent fighter, but Abdullah Mason is more exciting. Doesn't mean he wins, but it doesn't mean he doesn't. And I say that for him, where he may or may not beat Lamont Roach, how I'm seeing it is because he's on the come up right now. But what I've seen from Abdullah Mason right now, let me say this. If he keeps his cool and fights smart, he probably beats Lamont Roach. And he has way less fights than Lamont Roach. Shakur Stevenson beats Lamont Roach. Keyshawn Davis beats Lamont Roach. So, the fact of the matter is, people are saying a whole lot of nothing. They're bringing up points that make no actual point. They're just stupid things that people are saying. I come from an era where we fought, bro. We fight. We don't care about, I don't care about your size, how strong you are, how fast you are, how much power you have. I have everything. Smarts, all of that. Toughness, I don't care about what you have. The reason I care about it is because it's an honor to share a ring with another gladiator. We come from an era where people was like, hell yeah. Yeah, him versus him. Oh, let's get it. This pussy ass era is like, my boyfriend don't have to fight him. Leave him alone. He don't have to fight him. He's the bestest, and he's better than him. Leave him alone. This is the bitch ass shit y'all be on in this generation. I watched video after video after video after video after video of people giving their opinions on who shouldn't fight who and why. So what the fuck do you go into the boxing business for? What the fuck do you go into the boxing business for? To play duck, 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 goose? Question. For all of these idiots that don't understand shit, right? And it's rhetorical. Think about this, smart folks. If Tank Davis said right now he wanted to fight Keyshawn Davis, and Keyshawn Davis turned it down and said, nah, man, I don't want to fight, what you think they're going to say? He's scared. Why would you turn the fight down? Oh, that's one fighter. Tank Davis never reached out to fight. Never, not at no time. All that he said, she said, back and forth bullshit with Shakur, I don't care about none of that stuff. This is all the focus has been on in boxing lately. Past maybe 3 years, 4 years now. All about, he said, she said, who can beat who, so they don't need to fight because he'll win. Rolly Romero says things like, Tank shouldn't waste his time on Shakur. Shakur can't knock nobody out. Blah, 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 blah. You went in there with a guy 40-something years old, and he beat your ass, and Tony Weeks fucked up the fight because that dude was winning. And unless you knocked him out, you wasn't going to win that fight. And everybody knows what happened. But yet, you always have people that want to put their 2 cents in to try to say what somebody should or shouldn't do. When the fuck? Imagine watching the NFL. And they get to the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden, the fucking Philadelphia Eagles say, we ain't playing Kansas City. Fuck that. They gotta earn this shit. They only got here because the AFC is weak. We need to play somebody else. Well, who the fuck else you gonna play? They're the best team in the AFC. You're the best team in the NFC. Who the fuck else is you gonna play? Nobody can give me a fucking smart answer on who they should fucking fight. Who Tank should fight if not any one of those fucking guys that I just named. Example. Who fucking thinks Zepeda has a chance to beat fucking Tank? Even Oscar De La Hoya was like, I don't see that. Like, Zepeda's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but Tank is on a whole different, he's a different animal. Okay, so why would you want to see Tank versus Zepeda? We can come up with another bunch of names that nobody knows who the fuck these people are. And if you fight those people, the statement that you're saying is what? They're more deserving of a shot at you? They're more deserving than Keyshawn? They're more deserving than Shakur? He already don't want the... Tank is like one of them superheroes that try to get rid of his powers. Motherfucker, you got the power to save the world. You got the power to make everything better. You got the power to save lives, but you want to get rid of your powers. You want to be a regular old fucking nerd, geek-ass motherfucker. Nah, I got all these powers, but the responsibility is too much for me. Nah, I can't handle this shit. Listen, really simple. Keyshawn Davis is 25 years old. Shakur is 27 years old. Tank is 30 years old. Lomachenko is 37 years old. Abdullah Mason is 20 years old. And even, what's-his-face, Lamont Roach, 29 years old, but he's the next victim. So here's the deal. Abdullah Mason, assistant coach Kenny Ellis. Y'all saw the thumbnail, right? Oh, yeah, and I remember him saying he put Abdullah Mason over Lomachenko at number 2. He put, okay, yeah, the assistant coach Kenny Ellis put Abdullah Mason at number 2 over Lomachenko in his opinion. Okay, if that's the case, were they trying to fight Abdullah Mason or were they trying to fight Lomachenko? We know the answer to that, don't we? So if Abdullah Mason was the better fighter, why would you fight the lesser? Lomachenko don't have superstar status either. He's no big superstar. No, he's not. So if we're going to go by star power, that means Tank should just talk shit for the next 5 years and don't fight nobody. Because superstars are not easy to build, especially in this day and time. Keyshawn Davis is the WBO champion. Lomachenko is the IBF champion. But he walked away. He walked away. And I put him up there just for the sake of showing who the champions are, their ages, and just look at the possibility. Like, look at the talent that they have up there. But you bitch-made motherfuckers don't want to see the fights. So anybody else that you don't fucking know, can't even pronounce their fucking names, motherfucker Bahim or some shit. Yeah, and you motherfuckers, such little bitches repeating what the fuck Tank is saying. So then, therefore, no fighter should fight anybody. Like I said, just go win a belt, hold on to that bitch for like 5 or 6 years and just talk your shit and tweet and do all that, but don't fight nobody. Do the Gary Russell shit. Just talk shit, but don't fight no fucking body. What in the fuck is wrong with you stupid motherfuckers that you don't even want to see certain fighters fight? People are so concerned about things that people say about Shakur. Oh, but they talking about he the next Floyd. He ain't no Floyd. Terrence Crawford gonna get this boy killed. He this. So what you saying is there's no reason for Tank to fight Shakur. Okay, let's X Shakur off that fucking list. Okay. Keyshawn Davis, you know, he got a belt now. He won some fights, but I'm saying he can't beat Tank. Okay, so let's X Tank, you know, Keyshawn Davis off that list. Abdullah Mason, I mean, he ain't ready, man. I don't know. He got dropped in the fight, even though he won. Fought back, got up like champions do. Yeah, even Muhammad Ali was dropped, motherfucker. Even Ray Robinson was dropped, motherfucker. Yeah. Ray Leonard was dropped. Yeah, Mike Tyson was dropped. Holyfield was dropped. Holmes was dropped. Marciano was dropped, motherfucker. Yeah. But somehow, you get knocked down. All you fucking couch potato out of shape, ain't never even had a street fight motherfuckers got all this mouth about who's who and who's what and who got a weak chin and who can't take a punch, who got a suspect chin. Okay, so let's take Abdullah Mason off. Lomachenko already took himself off. Who in the fuck do you care to see Tank fight now at 135? Because he's not going to go full-fledged 140. He's going to be on some catch weight bullshit. So he don't even care about titles. So who do you want to see him fight after Lamont Roach? Who the fuck is left? This is how utterly stupid you motherfuckers are. There is nobody else in the division that put asses in seats. Nobody else in the division that has star power. Nobody else in the division that he can make a super fight with. And this is how fucking incredibly stupid fighters are now. You think because you're not aware of Sugar Ray Leonard's background and Roberto Duran's and all those guys, or you just heard of them, or you saw maybe a highlight reel, you think that you know some shit. Do you motherfuckers realize every great fighter has great opponents? And when you look at who's who and realize, no, these were very highly skilled fighters that didn't give a fuck. They came to fight. How the fuck can you look in the mirror and call yourself a great fighter or one of the greatest fighters? Or he says nobody in the sport, pound for pound, can match him. Okay, that's his opinion. But when people say, all right, but you know what? Don't tell us, show us. Because anybody can talk and say some shit. Anybody can talk that shit. If Tank was to fight everybody, whether it was, and mind you, when Tank Davis out of his own mouth said, when they said, what's next for you, Tank? What do you want to do next? He said he wanted to fight everybody, all the top guys. That was Tank's fucking words. And what the fuck? This is your plan? I'm going to say it, but then I'm going to turn around on another video and say, well, I ain't really the type of dude that be calling people out like whoever my management team come to me with. Oh, but you blamed your management team for holding you back. Then you blame Floyd for trying to put you in a fight that you wasn't ready for to make you lose. So you went from saying your words, your fucking words, you want to fight all the top guys, all them guys, Shakur, Lomachenko, all them dudes. The fight with Loma didn't happen, and you come up with Lamont Roach. Okay? If Tank would even say, yo, after I beat Lamont Roach, I'm coming for Shakur, I'm coming for Keyshawn, I'm going to clean out the division. Then I'm going to retire. That's respectable. But to go on and say shit like, they not on my level, they got to prove to me that Keyshawn is like, man, fuck you, you little midget ass motherfucker. I don't need you. I want to fight you because I'm a fighter. You're a fighter, right? Question is, do you have the balls to fight me? I want to fight you. When Tank says, Keyshawn looking better than fucking Shakur. Once again. Now, Kenny Ellis went from saying he think Abdullah Mason is better than Lomachenko. Well, if he's better than Lomachenko, that means he definitely could beat Lamont Roach. And honestly, like I said, I feel like if Abdullah Mason fights a smart fight, like just fight a disciplined fight, and I say that because what happens with a lot of talented fighters when the younger they are, a lot of times they depend on their youth and athleticism to the point where a fighter might be crafty enough to nullify what they're doing. And they abandon their skills and just try to bang when they don't need to. Okay, Lamont Roach is a boxer. He's safety first. And, you know, he's not a devastating guy at all. In fact, if he fights Abdullah Mason, I'm going Abdullah Mason to win. I feel like Abdullah would be smart to stick to his game plan, and I think he'd take Lamont Roach out. I straight up believe Abdullah Mason will beat him. Now, here's the deal. Regardless, we know who wins for sure once the fights happen. What the fuck do y'all got against fights happening? This is what I don't get about this goofy ass generation. If the plan is for Shakur to fight Keyshawn fight Abdullah fight, whoever else, a Peter just, and then, now Tank just going to wait and sit there and wait for the winner, and in the meantime, maybe take an easy fight just to keep busy. So, because who's left? Who the fuck is left? This is how stupid you motherfuckers are. Fighters back in the day wasn't on that shit. I remember as a kid, I used to watch Michael Nunn, and I'm like, why do you always disrespecting Michael Nunn? He doesn't have a crowd-pleasing style, and this and that, and yada yada. And I'm like, yo, we watching this dude, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Michael Nunn was a bad motherfucker. And I remember when he fought Frank Tate, who was another bad motherfucker that came for your head, bro. And I remember it was like, Frank Tate is going to kill Michael Nunn. Michael Nunn doesn't have what it takes to beat him. I mean, he is a good boxer, but he's not really crowd pleasing, and he doesn't go for the knockout and they was all knockout crazy. Man, Michael Nunn beat the shit out of Frank Tate. Knocked him the fuck out. Hurt him with the body shot, caught him with the fucking follow-up, got him out of there. And everybody looking like, what the fuck? Same thing when he fucked up Michael Olajide, man. It's like I watched certain things happen. He was clearly outboxing James Toney. Got tired. Toney did what he was supposed to. It's like Pac-Man. Just kept coming. Got caught. Got careless. Got him out of there. You know what I'm saying? But here's a dude fighting everybody, trying to get these fights. He was trying to get to the Ray Leonard. He was trying to get to Marvin Hagler. He was trying to get to Hearns and Durant. Nah, Barkley got to him. And guess what? Michael Nunn beat Barkley. Yeah, Michael Nunn beat Barkley. And then Barkley fought Durant at 160. See, this is the shit I'm saying. People don't understand shit. And when I look at a guy like Shakur Stevenson, right? Let me tell you something. Anytime you have a fighter with an explosive style, they're always going to be more impressive to the critics, to the spectators, to the fans, whatever, than a guy that can outbox you. Remember, George Foreman, Sonny Liston, these guys were supposed to destroy motherfucking Ali. He wasn't supposed to stand a chance against them dudes. See how that played out, right? Manny Pacquiao, who beat guys that Floyd beat in a more explosive way. So automatically Pacquiao's going to beat Floyd, right? It's not how it went. Now, what I say is, instead of a motherfucker telling us how good he is and how I can beat everybody, blah, 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 and then go fight a lesser opponent and make a hypocrite out yourself. How is Tank wasting his time with Shakur? Do you fucking not understand? This dude is going to still get big money. And a fight against Shakur would do far better than what the fuck people think. This is all these hating ass motherfucking sissy ass bitch made fans out there with this goofy shit. How are you wasting your time? Because if Shakur is easy money, man ain't gonna make that easy money, stupid. If fucking Keyshawn Davis is easy money, then go knock him out and make that money. And let me tell you something. You see the thing with a guy like Shakur? People like, Shakur don't even like to fucking engage at all. Shakur this, Shakur that. Remember last year I said, Shakur has choice to make. Either he's going to let what these people say get to him and he's going to try to fight to please these people. Fuck around and lose fighting the wrong fight. How everybody jumped on fucking, you see how quick y'all talk shit about Devin Haney for trying to fight a style that didn't suit him instead of just sticking to what got him to the dance in the first place? See, this is what y'all want Shakur to do, because y'all want him to lose the same way there's people that want Tank to lose. There's a lot of people, fighters that people want to lose, okay? And so, yeah, Devin Haney went in there and fought stupidly. But all of a sudden now, oh, man, he should have stuck to his regular style. I don't know what he did. Yeah, that's exactly what y'all say. Because now, that motherfucker lost, yeah. And what is Shakur's other option? Fuck these people. I'm fighting my style. Come beat me. And that's my point. Since he's such a boring fighter, since he's so he can't beat, go beat him. Shut his fucking mouth. Then go knock out Keyshawn. Then go knock out Abdullah Mason. Lomachenko, he obviously don't want to fight Tank. He don't want to fight Shakur either. He don't want to fight none of them motherfuckers. Now, what if Lomachenko come back and end up fighting like Abdullah Mason? And then Abdullah Mason go in there and knock fucking Lomachenko out, and then all of a sudden, well, he was old and okay, don't say that. Because he was about to fight, well, he was supposed to fight Tank, right? Okay. And we don't want to hear the age excuse. Because if you know he's 37, guess what? He knows he's 37. And bottom line, he's still holding on to the belt, right? So it's obvious he didn't retire. And they don't have any plans on stripping him. Now, Abdullah Mason being 20 years old, more than likely he won't get a chance to fight Tank unless they feel Abdullah Mason is the weakest link. Kenny Ellis also could have made that comment just for the sake of, here's a kid up and coming, hot, but they feel confident Tank can beat him. So let's just say he's better than Lomachenko because, hey, we fight this guy. No different from people trying to talk about Madrimov like he was better, or he's better than Canelo, and he's this, he's that. Yeah, right. Right. And he just got beat by Virgil Ortiz. Like I said in the previous video, all these fucking Crawford fans that was talking about the only person at 154 that could beat Madrimov is Crawford. Right. Then Ortiz beats him and y'all make excuses. Oh, man, they crazy as hell. Yo, Madrimov really won that fight. Yeah, I know. Sour grapes. Sour grapes. Right. The guy that's better than Canelo. Now, look at who's on that landscape. Think about when you had Tank, Racist Ryan, Teofimo. Who else was there? And Lomachenko. Everybody made a huge deal out of those four people. 135 division became the most interesting division in terms of namesake. Possible fights that could happen. When I watched Ryan Garcia, I said, I don't think too much about Ryan. I think he got a good left hook. You know, he got quick hands, but he stands up, squares up. He hasn't beat anybody who done anything yet. So he's on the come up. We got to see, you know, these guys getting there and fight and win, man. Go make it happen. But I don't see Ryan the way other people do. Teofimo Lopez, y'all remember, I was the one saying this flat-nosed, monkey-faced motherfucker was going to beat Lomachenko. He beat Lomachenko. Yeah. I was the one saying, yo, Devin Haney, you know, him, you know, Tank, all them, T.O., Ryan, look at the names that's there. They need to make this shit happen. What happened? What happened? Teofimo continued to run, didn't want to fight Devin. Devin hunt this motherfucker down. Every time he turn around, they rolling up on him. He getting irritated, but no fight, right? No fight. Okay. Riley claimed him, T.O., Ryle, I'm going to fight at 147 and it's going to happen. And all this shit, he's trying to put himself in the mix like he's an elite fighter. Okay. They do all of this shit. And then all of a sudden you don't get Tank and Haney. You don't get Tank and Lomachenko. You don't get Tank and T.O. But you do get Tank and Ryan. You don't get Ryan and T.O. You don't get Ryan and Raleigh. He want to pull himself in it, right? But they went back and forth, making claim, all this clout chasing shit. Oh, let's just look at all the fights you didn't get. Okay. Haney's a big boy for the division, weight-wise. Not power-wise, but weight-wise, of course. He goes up to 140. T.O. goes up to 140. Ryan goes up to 140. So now you look at 135 and say, goddamn, who's left for Tank? Shakur comes up to 135. Keyshawn Davis comes on the scene, starts making some noise. Abdullah Mason starts making some noise. Lomachenko's still there, but the fight didn't happen. You stupid motherfuckers don't understand. You know what's so funny? One of the people I can use for an example is Anthony Joshua. Where, remember, it seemed like it was just yesterday. I'm still learning. The more I learn, the worse it's going to be for the, right? All of a sudden, he's fighting Daniel Dubois, and Frank Warren is saying, well, Anthony Joshua's an old man now. He's 35. That's old for boxing and this and this and that, right? Now, don't it seem like it was just yesterday, when just fucking yesterday, when fucking Anthony Joshua was sitting talking about how he's still learning and all, right? And talking like he's 20 years old. Now he's 35 years old. Yeah, his next birthday, he won't be 25 again. Guess what? 36. He's peaked. He's done what he's going to do. His consistency of, what it like, he bounced back to, and then, you understand what I'm saying? How much better do you think AJ is going to get? And my point, look at the fights that never happened. He was trying to make it happen. Nah, you got the Wilder fans talking shit. You got the Fury fans talking shit. No, they don't want to fight Anthony Joshua. They make excuses to not fight him. Then Wilder claims he wants to fight him. Then he says, clearly, remember, I put the clip on, I've got the clip right here in my archives. It ain't about if or when. Don't worry about it because it ain't going to happen. He refused to fight Anthony Joshua. Then all of a sudden, he gets desperate. He needs money. And they talking about $50 million. Who else can you fight that's going to get you $50 million? You already got your ass kicked by Fury. Basically, you ain't did nothing to get a championship. And guess what? You and AJ still got unfinished business. He goes and gets beat the fuck up by Joseph Parker. He's 38 fucking years old. He's in, he's out. We're not done yet. We got one more fight left. He's quiet. Oh, we're not done. He's quiet again. What you think is going to happen for Wilder? See, and this is the point of what I'm saying. They had a point of just make the fight happen, just to say it happened type of shit. Anthony Joshua is not hanging his head up saying, nah, man, I'm finished, I'm washed up. He's saying that boxing is his life. He's not planning on retiring. He's planning on coming back. He didn't say when, where, who, nothing, but he's saying this fight that he just watched was encouraging, it was inspirational. Okay. These people get to the point when they get to a certain financial bracket, they've accomplished things where they don't even have to fight no more, and that fire leaves them a lot of times. I saw a video where Tank Davis was talking about he like the stuff that he go through and deal with. Like, he want to go get therapy, but he's scared that if he go get the therapy, that it will like take that savage beast out of him and all of that, right? What does it fucking matter? You're not fighting no fucking body. You sitting back waiting for everybody else to fight each other. And then you sit back and come pick the bones, and then, okay. It's in all honesty, y'all, it comes down to this. I don't care who you like as a fucking fighter. Bullshit is bullshit. It ain't no different from when I say, watch this interview. I show you the interview, right? And Amanda Serrano fought a lesser opponent. Now, it's funny how all the Amanda Serrano fans, they don't want to talk about this shit, but she fought a lesser opponent. The interviewer says to her, hey, you fought such and such, and why fight this person, like someone that's not on the same level as you? Well, hey, she called my name, she said she wanted to fight, so I had to go get her, Interviewer says, and I was just so glad he did it, because see, that's what I'm saying. People need to speak the truth. And everything just kind of, that complexion of her attitude kind of changed, like you could see she didn't like that question. He said, well, yeah, but at the same time, Sky Nicholson also called your name, but why fight her, not Sky? Well, you got to understand, I'm not the promoter, you got to talk to my promoter. I fight whoever they fight, but just a minute ago, not even a full minute ago, you just stood here and said, she called your name, she had to get it. Now when he brings up Sky Nicholson, oh, I'm not the promoter. Like, what? No. What the fuck can you say in her fucking defense? It's a contradiction. But you little pussy-made, bitch-made dudes always got to make an excuse for somebody. If fucking Clarissa Shields had fought if Clarissa Shields would have fucking fought fucking Christy Martin, and they'd be like, but Christy Martin's like damn near 60 years old, and she would have said, hey, well, hey, she called my name, so she had to get it. And the motherfucker say, yeah, but Savannah Marshall called your name, and you refused to fight her. Well, I'm not the promoter. You got to talk to my Stop it. Y'all know damn well y'all have been all over, man, she's scared of Marshall. Y'all try to say that stupid shit, and I'm like, why would she be scared of somebody she easily beat the shit out of, man? She's scared of what? She tell you flat out, we tried to get the fight with Marshall. Savannah don't want to come here. They're trying to get us to go over to the UK. She don't fucking dictate that. I'm the A side, not her. I already went to her country and whooped her ass. Come over here. And we're gonna headline. We're not gonna be on nobody's undercard. Nah, but you motherfuckers, y'all pick and choose who when something is inappropriate or not, when something is bullshit or not, depending on whether you like the person or not. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm talking about is not about my opinion. It's not about your fucking opinion. It's about the facts. So when I give you my opinion on something, that's all good. I don't care about who the fuck you think would beat who. It doesn't matter who the fuck I think would beat who. The overall point, make the fucking fights happen. And if you call yourself a fight fan, but your stupid ass don't want to see fights, what kind of fucking crack are you smoking? Something is seriously wrong with you motherfuckers in this era, man. Something is really wrong with you guys. I know a guy that's 70 fucking years old. I watched him a couple of days ago put the beats on a 26-year-old. And this 26-year-old got skilled, bro. This dude is 70. Nobody believes. They're like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at you thinking probably like maybe 50 or something like that. But like, dude is 70. People couldn't believe this shit. He put the beats on this 26-year-old. And I'm looking at this, and I told him, I said, man, listen, man, sparring is not like you have to. I mean, you know what it is. But just to keep sharp, keep in shape and all. And I know, I just want to see what I can actually do in case I get in, whatever. Put the beats on this 26-year-old. 4 rounds. 4 rounds, but put the beats on dude. I'm talking sharp, slip and slide, moving. I'm like, yo. And I always told him, I said, Joe, this is what happens, though, when you take care of your body. When you're not overexerted and your body's all broken down, this is what happens. Do you know how many fucking times? It's like if you see a motherfucker 80-something years old, he's still bodybuilding and shit, still jogging up mountains and all. How the fuck do you think people do that shit? You think the average motherfucker can do that? So it's like me saying you could take a guy that got more fights than Errol Spence and can be 35 years old but don't have the abuse to his body like Errol Spence does. So he might still be able to go in there and perform on a higher level because Spence is physically beat up. I don't know this for sure, but I feel strongly Spence is not progressing as far as I don't even know if Spence is even in the gym at all. Last time I saw Spence in the gym, he was jumping rope with a pot belly talking about singing "Change Will Come." That's the last time I saw Spence in a fucking gym. When things are not clicking the way you want it to, the thing that you love, sometimes you got to get forced to do it or you won't do it on your own because the passion is gone. The fire is gone. I look at this 135-pound division like, man, if these motherfuckers fight, this division is lit all over again. Here's the problem, though, man. These guys, these fanboys, these idiots. Yo, if I was Keyshawn, I'll stay away from fucking Tank. For why? Why? So if Keyshawn Davis and any of them decide to stay away from fucking Tank Davis, and somebody said, whose fault is it that they didn't fight? What y'all gonna say? No, Keyshawn don't know what to fight. That's the problem right there, that part. Because it's not Keyshawn and it's not Shakur that don't want to fight. It's Tank. All them niggas you did, they be talking like they want to fight. Them niggas not built like that, yo. Them niggas they really don't be wanting to fight me, though, yo. They just be talking that shit. But you're the one turning the fucking fights down. What the fuck are you talking about? Keyshawn ain't never turned down shit. Keyshawn is on your ass. Keyshawn has been calling you out, calling you light skin and all that shit. You know when a motherfucker call you for you little bitch-made motherfuckers that don't understand this shit. That's how you talk to females. What's up, light skin? He know what he's doing. And fucking Tank. What are you gonna make an excuse like Canelo did? Canelo went from fucking making an excuse of not fighting Mexicans because he represents Mexico to Benavidez has done nothing. He only beat one champion to, or the way he disrespected. Like, oh, y'all little bitch-made dudes, y'all feelings. If I don't like you, that give me more reason to fuck you up. And if you say I don't want this motherfucker to make no good money fighting against me, That's pussy, man. That's pussy as hell. That's bullshit. I remember the Charlos was talking that same shit about Demetrius Andre. And ain't it funny that all of a sudden now they get to the point, they get to this age, Demetrius Andre's washed up, Jamal Charlo. I mean, I feel like the Charlos they let too many great years go by of inactivity and, you know, whatever, and going through shit. And so now all of a sudden Demetrius Andre and Jamal Charlo cool as fuck. Really simple. If you are going to come into the game of boxing thinking, I'm going to make money, but I'm going to try to do it without fighting the top guys. I want to find whatever shortcuts I can take. And, you know, if that's your way of thinking, right? I can't blame the fighter for the idiot fan that continues to spend money. The funny thing, I don't even care about y'all calling yourselves all-time greats. I don't care if you saying you're better than everybody. I don't give a fuck about none of that. The reality is this. When you break down people's careers, right, and you look at who they fought and who they beat, since fucking when is having the biggest live gate? Floyd, there's nobody. Floyd is that dude. Floyd undefeated for a fucking reason. Floyd put the work in. You got motherfuckers still trying to debate his fucking stats and shit. You can't debate it. You can't debate facts and truth. Only a fool tries to do that shit. But at the same fucking time, Floyd put the work in. And that's why I said go through his resume and look at who the fuck he fought. You motherfuckers try to make every excuse you can to try to take credit away from a person. And ain't it funny how all y'all that talk shit about Floyd, now all of a sudden Floyd, Shakur ain't nowhere near Floyd. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers was talking about Adrian was as good as Floyd and all this shit. He was better because he got power. That motherfucker ain't stronger than Floyd, man. That motherfucker came up in weight just like Floyd did. But you see what happened when he got to 147. He couldn't handle these motherfuckers at all. Let y'all tell it, he better than Floyd, though. Y'all don't want to see fights, but you complain when we don't get fights. You complain you want to see fights. You say you want to see them. Your favorite fighter say he don't want to fight a motherfucker. Then all of a sudden that dude that want to fight your favorite fighter is a hater. He's jealous. Because he want to fight? That would be, imagine you going to fuck to work. Monday through Friday. Payday coming, you go, hey, where's my check? You want to get paid just because you came to work? Yeah, motherfucker, that's how it go. This is what y'all do. A fucking fighter say he don't want to fight somebody, he's not interested, he ain't on my level, whatever. And y'all motherfuckers repeat this goofy shit. I don't understand where this sissy vibe came from, but this is what the fuck I see going on. Look. I remember Evander Holyfield. He fought Bobby Ches. Bobby Ches quit. Claimed Holyfield had a substance on his head, on his gloves, and it was burning his eyes. I think Mills Lane was the referee, or however, but I remember the ref said that he went like this and put it in his eye, and he didn't feel anything, so whatever. He doesn't know what Bobby Ches is talking about, but he quit saying that his eyes was burning. Okay. I forgot who the fuck Holyfield fought. It might have been the same night as the Tyson fight, because I think Ches was the last fight Holyfield had before he got to Tyson. But it might have been as they were coming out, however. But I remember Bobby Ches and company was going, he said, well, Holyfield tried to take my head off and he couldn't knock me out. What's he going to go against Tyson? Everybody had it made up in their mind that Big Bad Iron Mike was going to be too much for Holyfield. Holyfield, Bo, Lewis, Foreman, everybody, Michael Moore, all these guys were only making noise because Tyson wasn't there. I remember people, even stupid-ass comedians, oh, I hate to be the first motherfucker to fight Tyson when Mike Tyson come out of jail. Well, he gonna be mad. And they make the shit sound like Mike just gonna be sleeping in the bed with his fucking trunks and his gloves and his shoes and everything. All right, Mike, you're a free man. And he just gonna fucking walk to the fucking arena and everybody's gonna be in there and he's just gonna fuck somebody up. Mike came back, he was rusty as shit. And, you know, he got the knockout, but he was rusty. Peter McNeely, Buster Matthews Jr., Then he jumped in there with Holyfield, and I remember when Holyfield fought, and I think it was Freddie Pacheco made the comment somewhere as a man named Mike Tyson sitting home licking his chops going, oh, I'll fight Holyfield. Bring on Holyfield. Yeah, because why? Holyfield didn't look all that impressive. What happened when he got in that ring? This is why every time I hear you motherfuckers talk about who can beat who, and I know I could beat him because look at how he did him and he did this and he did that. And then when I sit here and give y'all other true scenarios and say, well, let's look at this scenario. So you can't look at it this way and not look this way as well. When you cross the street, bitch, you look left and right and straight. You don't fucking just look straight ahead and walk and don't look left and right, or you become roadkill. All of this shit. Pacquiao's style is more explosive than Floyd's. Like I said, so that means that he beats Floyd, right? So they actually fight each other. Yeah. All of these fucking things. Frank Tate was supposed to destroy Michael Nunn. Michael Olajide was supposed to destroy Michael Nunn. All of these fucking fighters, but then when Nunn beat them, it's like, now let's talk shit because we're embarrassed. Because when we write Michael Nunn off, this motherfucker just keep winning. And keep winning. And look good winning. But then, oh, but he this, he that. Hey, listen, sometimes he boxed more, sometimes he banged more. He did what he felt he needed to do. I saw a video where Shakur Stevenson was backstage with Abdullah Mason. This was after the fight, or before or after, whatever. And he was telling them, like, yo, man, like, just be smart, had the logic there, that the boxing knowledge, keep it long. Because, like, the first 4 rounds, everybody could hit. So when you see your opponent starting to wind down, he's not as strong. All right, now start to get in there with him and do this, do that. See, here's the difference, though. Abdullah Mason can really bang. We know that Shakur don't have that kind of power. That doesn't mean he can't outbox you all night. He'll go in there and dominate and win 12 rounds. You know what's so funny, too? When he beat De Los Santos, right? People had a lot to say. Today, I read comments, and you had people talking about De Los Santos ain't shit. He sucked, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow. Ain't it funny, though, how y'all said that Shakur ran from him? De Los Santos, yo, he's a real fighter. He's this, he's that. You pick and choose. And you go through all of these moving the goalpost type tactics to try to, not look 100% stupid, but 99.9% stupid. If Shakur Stevenson, if he gets in there with Tank, do you really expect him to stand there and bang with Tank, or do you expect him to fight and do what he's supposed to do? And is it not Tank's job to cut the ring off? Tank's job to try to catch him when he can, and that's Tank's job to do. Shakur's job is to fight his fight. Now, let's put Keyshawn Davis in there with him. Keyshawn is longer, rangier, and can punch. And we've seen so far he can take a punch, but he can punch. What happens if Keyshawn connects on Tank? And I agree with Keyshawn, because he actually wound up saying that too. Everybody keep talking about what happens when he touch you. But the same thing, what happens when you touch him? It's like I said earlier, Holyfield is not as strong as, he doesn't punch as hard as Mike Tyson. Doesn't mean he can't punch. He doesn't have to. If I'm holding a 50 caliber and you holding a fucking machine gun, you gotta have a motherfucking sub Uzi. It depends on who hit first. In fact, you could have a 50 caliber. I switch with you. Give me right? If I got a 22, it depends on who land. If I pop you in your eye, pop you in your head with that 22, guess what? That little dude's gonna put you in the dirt. He's gonna send you to a dirt nap. So it ain't always about who got the bigger shots. I mean, at the end of the day, a motherfucker be shooting, you can fucking pick up a brick and throw it. Bow. He missed, you land. Guess what? You good. So all of this knockout crazy shit. Instead of putting all this energy into trying to assume who's going to win, who's not ready, and who, make the fucking fights happen. If Terrence Crawford could fight a guy that only had 11 professional fights, kiss my ass, I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, but he had 300, I don't give a fuck about his amateur fights, whatever. He fought a guy with 11 pro fights. There's the amateur background, the amateur pedigree, it's experience. He's not new to boxing. And here's the deal, and let's be real. The only fucking reason that you motherfuckers see, Terrence Crawford fans wanted to see the Canelo fight so bad that they delusional as fuck and was making lies up and saying all types of shit to try to get Madrimov over, right? And like I said earlier, y'all talked about the only person that could beat Madrimov at 154 is Crawford. Okay, well, Ortiz just beat him. So the only fucking reason that you motherfuckers is talking all this shit and trying to put him up there is because y'all don't want to make Crawford look like his win was against a mediocre guy. Now, Crawford won. He didn't go in there and look spectacular, but he went in there and he won. Y'all sit up here talking shit about, oh, well, Madrimov, he gonna destroy Ortiz. Yo, this ain't even gonna be close. Yo, why? Because he put up a good fight against Terrence Crawford, right? And then y'all sit here and take y'all imaginations and try to make the fight in your head, and you see how wrong y'all were, right? Because he lost. Okay. Terrence Crawford, when I say he's not on the same level as Canelo, his star power is not there, he's going to be the B-side. You guys saying he's pound for pound the best fighter in the world, so what? He doesn't have the popularity. He's the B-side against Canelo. Anybody fight Canelo is the B-side. Does that me hating on Crawford, or is that me telling the truth? I like Devin Haney as a fighter. When I say Devin Haney is going to have to develop a way to get his power up, to get his conditioning to where he can fight 15 fucking rounds. Because for Devin to go to like 147, because physically, if you look at Devin's build and look at his face, Devin is going to outgrow 140. The problem Devin is going to have is at 147, you got dudes that can really crack, man. And if he ends up in fights where it goes the distance and he gets tired, he can just lose fights just because dudes are just like too strong to where he doesn't have anything to keep them off. So, you know, he has thinking to do, man. Is that because I'm hating on Dev, or is that because I'm looking at shit logically? When I'm sitting here saying I think Tank can beat all of these dudes, the thing with Tank is Tank can't sit here and get complacent and think the way the fans are, because you can do that and take a motherfucker light. We've seen dudes get underestimated and go in there and get embarrassed. We've seen it happen. We've seen guys get overconfident. I got this. And then they go in there and lose. And then, you know, all the fanboy idiots make excuses as to why the person lost. Oh, he took him light. Yeah, that could be it. Man, he got his ass whooped, though. So, point is what? It's your job to properly prepare. Ain't no fuck that's supposed to mean because you took somebody like that. That's your fucking problem. Ain't got nothing to do with your opponent. Your opponent did what he had to do. So is that me hating on a fighter for speaking the truth? Y'all don't even care about shit being true. Y'all motherfuckers believe in Bigfoot. You stupid motherfuckers. Project Bluebeam still projecting fucking images in the sky. Yo, what the fuck is that, bro? Yo, y'all better get right with God. Yo, get right with God. Oh, shit. Why are they over a cemetery, bro? Right. Yeah, aliens and all this shit. Just, yeah, I know. Nothing ever happens, but, yeah. And you stupid motherfuckers believe in shit like that. Right here where I'm sitting, about 2 months ago, I looked up to the left and I could hear it sound like, what you call that shit, a harpoon? Is it a harpoon or whatever? I heard these, and I looked, I could see the sky look like something red was shining through it, and it looked like a face looking, and I'm like, yeah, there they go with this shit. Yeah, I knew what the fuck it was. I took my fucking phone, and I went to record this shit, and when I went to record this shit, I was recording, it was coming out, and it started fucking like raining really hard. I let my window up and shit. And I'm like, all right. And from the window, you can't even really tell shit. So you could see like the first 15, maybe 10, maybe like 10 seconds. And then after that, it's blurry because I let my window up. And when I saw that shit, that's all it was. Now, it was a night just like how it is now with no real traffic out there. And I can see like 2 cars over there stopping, looking at that shit. And people, yo. And I'm just like, wow, I'm right across the street from a gym. I'm in the parking lot. The gym I go to is right there. And people, I'm like, so what's going to happen now? Something going to fall out the sky and attack Earth. I'm like, man, y'all still don't get it. And you can say Project Bluebeam until you turn blue in the face. And these motherfuckers still don't get it. They'll hear you and just go look at what Project Bluebeam is and look at, this is them doing that bullshit. Alien invasions. Y'all don't even care about shit being true. Y'all like to believe dramatic, stupid shit. In fact, I'll even post some shit to show you the type of shit I'm talking about. Stupid shit that y'all believe in. I'm all about the truth. I'm all about facts. I don't believe in no Bigfoot, no Loch Ness monster. I don't believe in no fucking skinwalkers. I don't believe in none of that goofy shit. Ever since I've been a kid, every era that I've been alive, there's always some new monster, some new creature. They never attack shit. Nothing ever happens. But when people go missing or they find somebody dead, you never know. It could have been the creature. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bigfoot's about 1,000 pounds, 10 foot tall, but this motherfucker don't do nothing but look and then run. Now we hearing Bigfoot's a spirit. Bigfoot travel from Earth through portals and all that. Where the fuck y'all even get this information from? What fucking portal have you seen him go through? He's a spirit. Right, I know. He's all these things, but you can't even find one. Scientists are still finding dinosaur bones. Neanderthal bones. We just can't find a Bigfoot. Will porcupines eat the Bigfoot? Bitch, do you see any fucking porcupines around here? And this is the generation we in. Talking to a bunch of fucking buffoons. Donald Trump told you niggas flat out, I don't care about you, I just want your vote. He said this shit. I got the fucking clip. He said this shit. Y'all still voted for this motherfucker. I vote for Trump. We vote for Trump. Yeah! Yeah! Uh-huh. I bet your ass ain't screaming yeah now. Now you know, because they deporting motherfuckers left and right, ain't they? Ain't waste no time. Nah, but remember, we was just angry black men when we was trying to tell y'all motherfuckers. We telling stupid, sellout, Sambo-ass black motherfuckers the same thing. Fuck y'all doing, man. Man. Yeah, and they went and voted for this motherfucker. Now, you got motherfuckers over here crying every day because, guess what? The wife is back in Guatemala. The kids, back in Guatemala. Guess what? They deported your family, but your kids was born in America. So guess what? They keep your kids. Your kids is American citizens. Your fucking kids is going to go through a fucking foster home system. Oh, they ain't talking about that shit, are they? Oh, these are facts. And now you back home in your country, can't see your kids and fucking crying. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you motherfuckers knew better than us and voted for Trump. And you saw a bunch of coon blacks out there voting for him as well. Y'all don't care about truth. Y'all a bunch of little kids, like I said before. Y'all just a bunch of little kids that don't stand up for nothing. You have no integrity. You have no honor, no dignity, no self-respect, no nothing. No pride, nothing. You guys are just all about bullshit. That's it. That's all y'all care about is bullshit and drama. What I want to see happen is the right thing. That's all. That's all. Jaron Boots Ennis is now in position to unify, fight for unification. He's in position now to fight for undisputed. You see the video I did when I say he is out here looking like a sucker? I gotta agree with Tim Bradley. And the reason why I said that is for the same reason that Tim said it. Because Jaron Boots Ennis said if he can't get the fights that he wants, which is to unify the division, he's going to 154. You said that shit. So after you said that, then all of a sudden you got an offer from Ortiz because of what you said. So when you turn the fight down, you said, we don't know nothing about that. You said, okay, well, Jaron, it's because of your words. That's what we went by. It is now 9:30 at night, Monday. If I told you, hey y'all, tomorrow, 8 o'clock I'm going live. Make sure y'all tune in, right? 8 o'clock come, no Aries. 8:10, no Aries. 8:30, no Aries. Damn. Check it back at 9, no Aries. The 10, no Aries. Following day, I drop a video. Somebody come in the comment section and say, yo, Aries, what happened, man? I was looking for you the other day, you know, for last night go live. What happened? And I say some shit like, oh, you was waiting for me? For what? For what? You said you was going live at 8 o'clock. That's exactly what Jerron did. I'm trying to get, I want to fight for Undisputed, but you know this and this and that. What happened with the Mario Barrios fight, this, that, like all these different things was coming up. And this is what I'm telling you guys. I'm not motivated to do boxing news a lot of times because there's nothing but bullshit going on. And I really just feel irritated sitting up going, well, today I read an article and Tank Davis told Shakur to suck his dick. Well, yep, Savannah Marshall says she want to fight Clarissa, but only in the UK after she said she'll come to Detroit and fight her. Oh, yeah, well, Alicia Baumgartner, she says she got big things coming up, but I just seen the video and all she's doing is talking about Clarissa Shields. And because this pretty much is, this is all. He said, she said. Back and forth, stupid bullshit banter. And y'all, yeah, she called her a bitch. I can't wait. Nah. That's how he win fights now, name calling and going on social media, talking shit, jumping on X. As I said before, I don't respect when any fighter does that. I have no interest in fighting you, but I'm watching you just so I can comment and say shit, but I'm not going to fight you. Look here, man. When you want to fight, you want to fight. You make it known you want to fight. You got people talking about, man, there ain't going to be no fight if these motherfuckers don't want to fight. You right. You right. That's true. That's true. If these networks don't want to fight, yeah, you're right. But what I'm saying is, you got the final say so on your fucking team, stupid bitch. You got the fucking final say so. In other words, Eddie Hearn ain't gonna tell me I can't fight, you know, Tyson Fury. No, motherfucker, get the fucking fight, make it happen. That's your fucking job. I want Tyson Fury. Yeah, the networks gotta want it. Yeah, they gotta want it. We understand this is a big fight. We talking about big money. We ain't talking about no little, you know, nah, we ain't talking about some little fight, some little bingo hall somewhere. No, yeah. What do you think happens when a fighter says, I want to fight this guy, I want to fight that guy? And this is like, you know, elite fighters. What do you think happens? You think that a fucking manager, here's the deal. You got millions of dollars on the table. If a manager's fighters isn't fighting, they're not making no money. The team of that person ain't making no money. So you think that these motherfuckers are chill with you just sitting back doing nothing? Everybody's not Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. Every fucking manager don't have a whole big stable of fighters that have real popularity. So when you got motherfuckers, you're part of your team, you got fighters that are big time, yeah, you want that money. You want that bread. And we know, I'm telling you, I'm not guessing, I'm telling you, I don't know, I'm not there to see certain conversations, to see the conversations happening, but I know fighters are told, like, yo, you don't need this fight right now, man. Yo, look, for example, let's use Tank for example. Let's say Leonard Ellerbe says, Tank, you gonna make $20 million whether you fight Lamont Roach, whether you're fighting Shakur Stevenson, whether you're fighting Keyshawn Davis, right? Keyshawn is hungry right now, right? He's hungry. I'm not saying you can't beat him. All I'm saying is, go get that easy money and go fight Lamont Roach, man. Go there and knock him out. Then talk your shit, right? Make these motherfuckers talk. Let them fight over you. And then, you know, we see who's who, and when we strike at the right time. You don't think that they tell these motherfuckers shit like that? Of course they do. Just like I keep telling y'all, if Keyshawn Davis get in that seat, all these fighters, Boots Ennis, all these fighters that's trying to get to where the guys, the top guys they want to fight get, they gonna all do the same thing. I keep telling y'all that shit. And this is exactly why I'm saying y'all better look and understand this is the way the game goes. And guess what? The same fucking way you hear me speaking on behalf of Keyshawn Davis if Keyshawn Davis is on some bullshit, I'm going to get at him the same way. And y'all already heard me get at Keyshawn Davis before. So at the end of the day, I'm not here to appease you motherfuckers. I'm not here to tell you what you want me to say. I'm here to speak the fucking truth of what's happening, what we're looking at. This is what's going on. I'm not here to fucking say things that I think y'all want me to say. I'm too much man for that. I don't have to stink a bitch on my breath. That's not who the fuck I am. So when y'all are listening to me speaking, you like, who the fuck was speaking the other day? Big mouth motherfucker. Whatever the fuck the motherfucker name is. He was just talking some dumb shit the other day. And this motherfucker was talking. Now, my pointing out what Tank is doing isn't about any hatred at all. I don't know you enough to hate you. I don't support ignorant shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if we blood. If you do some ignorant shit around me, I'm going to tell you. It's as simple as that. But this one content creator was talking so much shit, and he was like, yo, fucking, yo, Tank is this and that. Yo, Tank don't want no fucking smoke with Shakur. Tank a pussy, yo. Tank ain't never fought nobody good. Tank's a bitch-ass motherfucker. Yo, Shakur, and the thing about it, Shakur's a pussy too, but like, yo, Zepeda, yo, that's my guy, yo. And as soon as he said that, I just started shaking my head. I'm like, okay. I see what this particular guy's a Latino thing, because he named Zepeda, then he started naming some other Latino fighters in the division that I don't even fucking know. And then when he said their names, when I looked them up, these motherfuckers is ranked from 15 through 20. Notice how he didn't mention Abdullah Mason's name. He didn't mention Keyshawn Davis's name. And basically, it was just one of those things. I said, all right, I see. And then just to like really get the gist of who he is, every video that I saw, I watched about just listening to, and yeah, it was one of those things. He's just putting over Latino fighters. That's all he was doing. Whatever weight class. I said, all right, I see where he's coming from. Bullshit. That's what you call hate. Because for this motherfucker, see, this is what people do when a racist motherfucker do some shit like this. You talk all this shit about people that wave the same flag you wave, right? And then they go in there and get beat by the guy that you calling a pussy. You feel like that fighter let you down, so you start calling that fighter a bitch, or he was a bum, or he was overrated. And this is what this motherfucking guy was doing. I don't fucking care about these people personally. I don't know them. I don't care to know them. It's entertaining. You know, have you ever went to the circus before? Do you know who the clown is? Do you know that's the same clown 2 years from now? When you go, it's the same people, being sawed to have all this shit doing the tricks. No, you ain't there for that. You just there to be entertained by the show. That's it. So when I'm watching these fighters, it's like, I don't care how much I want to see a fighter win. If I think you lost the fight, I'm going to say I think you lost the fight. You know what's so funny, man, is because when Andre Ward fought Kovalev, who the fuck you think I was pulling for? Andre Ward. And I said that shit then, and I'm saying it again. At the end of that fight, I thought Kovalev won. When I watched the fight back, I thought Kovalev won. Did I notice Kovalev kind of letting his foot off the gas at times, and Andre Ward, hitting and holding and hitting the body and doing, yeah. Did I think that it was enough for him to win? No. The judges saw it differently. Have you ever heard me change my stance and say, well, now that I really look at it, I thought Andre Ward won once No, I thought Kovalev won the fight. Simple. I thought that he won the fight. Second fight, Andre Ward closed the show. Now, here's the deal. Shakur Stevenson fought a guy that I told you guys, from what I said, I told you I didn't even know who this guy was. When I watched him fight, I said, yeah, Shakur, from what I seen of this guy, I watched 2 fights of this guy. I said, he got some quickness, got a little speed. I said, a little, not devastating power, but like he got a little snap on his shot. But from what I seen of him, Shakur should. Did I not say Shakur should really beat this dude, pick him apart? Did I not say that? even stop him. Stopped him in the 9th round. Yeah, but this guy should have been stopped in the 4th round. He should have been stopped in the, like. Let me tell y'all something. Let me really tell y'all something, man. And this is something that you fucking casuals know nothing about. That's why y'all talk the goofy shit that y'all talk. There are a lot of fucking fighters that don't make it to the big time. And they be in there fucking these pros up in sparring. Yeah, but that's sparring. Right. And that's why these fighters always say, I don't like fighting my sparring partners, because they know you, right? But it's not just that they know you thing. Skillful. Sharp. Every fighter don't make it in the sport. Not because he or she isn't good enough. Things just don't go their way. That's why people tell you things like, try to go out and achieve the most that you can before you get married and have kids and all of that. Because once you do, nobody really wants to be on the road and be away. And okay, until you make it big in boxing, you're not making no real money. Those training camps are not cheap at all. And basically, you have to work, pay your mortgage, pay your car insurance. What you paying for your kids to go to college, or like all these things you're doing, paying your utilities, everything. You got to put food on the table, like all of this shit, man. You got to keep the fucking vehicles gassed up. I mean, so all of these things. Car breakdown, something happened, I got to get a car fixed, or I got to get a new car. Okay, damn, the heating system not working. We got to get somebody to come, and that shit gonna cost $3,500. Like, shit is not cheap. This is life, the life we live. So what happens? Okay. You motherfuckers don't get it. A lot of fighters. I heard Dylan White talk about this too. A couple of people, several people I heard talk about this shit. And because they know. Because they go travel around, they fight, they go in certain gyms. They like, yo, these motherfuckers really can fight. Like, why y'all not out here fighting for titles and shit? Like, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all don't know this shit. And I know y'all don't. That's why y'all talk the goofy shit that y'all talk. So what happens is real simple. I notice y'all like to call fighters cab drivers and electricians and construction workers and y'all, all these things that y'all say about these people, right? Well, I'm going to tell you what y'all don't understand. First of all, if you're making fun of them, you sound stupid. Because they're working. And they're holding down a family with these jobs. So I don't know what the fuck y'all think is so funny about that shit. But two, fighters often are in a position where they don't have the name. They don't have enough to where they can create a buzz. They're fighting in like little half-empty ballrooms and shit like that. So there's no real money coming in. Now, you are paying for training camps and can't get a decent fight. Look at what you're putting yourself through for bullshit money. Then you got motherfuckers out here making millions and they're still complaining about big money. Because, hey, I'm in a position where I can keep making it anyway. Look at Adrian Broner's situation, right? We done talked about how he fucked his money up. So, if you guys don't understand, right, a lot of fighters, like, for example, I remember this camp that I went to, right? And this guy was like, yo, like, how the camp was set up was like this. And this was some independent shit that these motherfuckers was doing. They had, Larry Hazard was the one that put me onto this camp. And basically what they did was like, it was a boxing gym, but you worked. You worked. That's how you paid for your shit. You worked, and you worked there, or however they might have had somewhere nearby that you worked, but you worked. And the camp was like it was all in 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, or whatever, and you could renew. They kept on who they wanted to keep on, and like a lot of people gonna leave. So you worked, and this is how you got to eat, because you worked. And all right, we watched film, man, we trained, we did a whole lot of shit together. I mean, so everything was like a family. And so what happens is this, right? I don't see camps like that anymore. I don't see camps like that anymore. So what happens is these fighters are trying to get their names out there. They're trying to get big fights. They're trying to get on cards. And it's not as easy as people think. And it's not because you're not good enough. Like, example, if a fighter goes through Golden Gloves, goes to the Olympics, and another fighter doesn't go to Golden Gloves and all that, right? Or go to the Olympics, but he comes in the hard way. Who the fuck you think gets more attention? The fighter that has some recognition or the guy just coming out of nowhere? Let's not forget, Marvin Hagler got a late start in boxing because of prison. Bernard Hopkins got a late start in boxing because of prison. The very guy that beat Bernard Hopkins and knocked him out the ring, y'all was talking all this shit, laughing, nigga, a fucking construction worker. What the fuck do you do? What the fuck do you do? That same dude is the same dude that people watched and said, yo, this dude is tough. He could actually fight. Joe Smith, right? Yo, he can fight. When he got beat by Beterbiev, we like, yo, it ain't like he went there and lost it to some pushover. Beterbiev is a big fucking deal. You understand what I'm saying? Now, notice how nobody's making fun of Joe Smith anymore? So, y'all sitting up here talking about, oh yeah, Shakur Stevenson fighting fucking electricians. Well, for one, he was supposed to fight Floyd Schofield. And he got chicken shit, got cold feet, and pretended. And I listen, his story sound like bullshit to me. Bottom line, he bailed. And I already made my video about that, so I ain't going into it again. But Schofield bailed. Shakur needed a replacement. This dude stepped in. He's a fucking electrician. Okay. What did y'all say about Tank Davis? When he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa, and Gamboa had a bad leg. And y'all talked about how Tank couldn't knock him out. This motherfucker's a one-legged fighter. Oh man, Tank is overrated. Tank this, Tank that. Yo, Tank was tired. Tank didn't even like he was in shape. All of these fucking things. I remember the criticisms y'all gave Tank, the criticisms y'all gave Devin Haney, the criticisms that y'all gave Shakur. I remember all of this shit. But it's so funny how now all of a sudden Tank's that guy. Okay, cool. You can't tell the truth because you like a fighter? Yeah. Ask anybody that knows. A lot of fighters get what's called stipends, because what they do, they get this fixed summary, right? Or this fixed lump sum, like it's a fixed amount of money that they get. And this type of shit where like your trainers and shit, your handlers, they might pay for wherever you're staying at. So even like let's just say I don't see these type of camps no more. They might still be around. I don't know. But like, let's say you there, you like, well, listen, man. How about if you pay? I got bills at home. So while I'm here, even if you're working, right? If you pay that, you could take the money out of the money I'm making from boxing. How you think that works for guys who's not really making any real big money in boxing? Do y'all understand how that shit works? And so what ends up happening is, now mind you, you got to pay this money back. So the more that they're paying, the more you owe them. So if your rent's being paid, or your car insurance and your bills are actually being paid by somebody on your team, then yeah, you owe these fucking people this money. This is why fighters choose to work. Okay? A lot of fighters don't work. Then you got fighters that do work. This is why you work, because you're paying your way. And that's one of the things I liked about this camp, is because you work, you paid your way, and basically you was just living there. But you train, and it made it easier. Why? Let's say, for example, you live in a place where, damn, there's no boxing gym for like an hour away. Now, do you want to go to work? And then, what if your job is far? And now you got a long drive to work. You done worked all day, then you come back home. Now you got an hour to drive to the gym. So this was cool because you get to stay there. Nobody that was staying there when I was there was married or nothing like that. One guy that was married and that was there. He was one of the trainers, and he was saying like, I get to go home at night, man. He said, but like my wife complained a lot because she's like, you always at the gym. I understand what you're doing, but like I just want to spend some time, and you know, this, that, and I mean, I'm grateful, baby, because you're working, and, you know, we're contributing to you. We get it, but like, and he was saying, like, you know, he was trying to change his shift at work, but no matter what shift he went on, he still got to be here because he got a job to do, because he got paid there as a trainer as well, you know. So basically, it was one of these things when he was talking, they would say the same thing, like, and y'all got kids, and, you know, we sit there bonding and chilling and shit. Had a nice little fire pit out in the back. Got them motherfucking roasted marshmallows and chilling, talking. And, you know, it was a cool thing. But the training, everything, you paying for that shit. Fighters go through it, man. Y'all don't understand. This is what I'm saying. Y'all think y'all know everything because y'all watch some little bullshit documentary or somebody tell you, like, you hear certain little stories, but y'all ain't lived that shit. You don't know about it. You don't know about it. So you calling this man a fucking electrician, like, okay, and? No, but what I'm saying is he ain't even a full-time fighter. Yeah, I get that. He's not a full-time fighter. I get it. And see, we can use that as an example to somebody like, the guy that fought Adrian Broner, right? It's funny because Adrian Broner fans, the fight before Blair Cobb, yeah, it's funny how y'all gave Adrian all these props for beating up on a dude that clearly wasn't shit. Joe Smith was a fucking construction worker, but Joe Smith could actually fight. So your point don't mean nothing. Now, if the dude can't fucking fight, right? Because he's not dedicated to training. That's not his first priority. His first priority is working wherever he worked. That's something completely different. So that shit only applies to somebody who's not mastering their craft because they don't have the time to dedicate in the gym. So all of these things, and I'm like, damn, this dude done beat Jamel Herrick. He done beat, what's his name? What's the little cheating motherfucker that had talk about, oh, his grandmother gave him tea and shit or whatever. Yeah, he beat Oscar Valdez. See, all these motherfuckers that Shakur Stevenson beat. But all of a sudden now, let's just try to fuck his career over and talk about him fighting electricians and all. Okay, so here's my point. Any one of you stupid motherfuckers out there, if somebody said, hey man, you gonna get $20 million to go in there and knock this motherfucker out, why not? Why would you not go take that money? Y'all so full of shit, man. Y'all are the type of motherfuckers that a fighter can say something, you quote what they said, and y'all want to add shit to what they said that's not even there. That's not even there. Because you're trying to justify this shit. Nah, but yet every other fighter that's opposing him is bullshit. Like some pissy ass bitch made nigga got in my fucking comment section talking about, so who are these elite fighters that Tank is ducking? Stupid motherfucker. Look at who's in the fucking division. Look at who he's fighting next week. Look at who he's already fought. And look at who he won't fight. You narrow it down to who's the fucking elite fighters in the division. Stupid. And when he out of his own mouth is saying he had no interest in fight Shakur for what? Yo, Shakur, yo, I don't know what y'all keep saying. He all that good. He ain't that good. Yo, he ain't got no power. Yo, he this, he that. Okay, so go fight him. Go fight him. Oh, Lamont Roach has sneaky power. Right. That's how they describe Devin Haney's power. Sneaky power. And what did you say about Devin? He can't punch. Yeah, right. So what's so special about Lamont Roach? This is my whole point. Here's what I'm saying. You went from Lomachenko to Loma pulling out to Lamont Roach. Imagine Anthony Joshua getting ready to fight Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury pulls out. And instead of him saying, well, it's kind of different now because Deontay, you know, whatever. But no, instead of him saying, all right, fuck it, rematch with Parker or with Daniel Dubois or a rematch with Usyk or something, he goes and calls out Manuel Charr some shit. Because Manuel Charr has a belt that nobody cares about. Because it's not a major belt, for one. You would be like, I can't believe this motherfucking AJ went and pulled out Manuel fucking Charr. It's the same dude that fucking Tyson Fury was trying to fight, right? Yeah, I know, but that's my point. So, instead of you calling out Shakur or Keyshawn, you call out who? Lamont Roach. And the fact that you even asked that question shows you how fucking stupid you are. Because Tank, out of his own mouth, is the one saying they got to prove themselves. They ain't did nothing. Nah, you full of shit that they ain't do nothing. All you motherfuckers sit up here, all you Crawford fans, right? And y'all sit up here talking about, yo, Crawford is you fucking two-time fucking undisputed champ. Right, okay. Look. Imagine if Canelo said, you done nothing. And Crawford said, I'm a two-time undisputed champion. Yeah, but at smaller weight, but not at 160, not at 168. You done nothing. Y'all say that was an excuse, wouldn't y'all? So y'all can sit here and act like Shakur Stevenson isn't a good fighter. Like I told you, he don't have the type of style that's going to overwhelm people with, he's getting crazy knockouts, but he got the knockout. But it should have happened sooner. It didn't happen sooner. It happened when it happened. It happened when it happened. And at the same fucking time, y'all talk all this shit about what Shakur isn't, what he ain't. Here's what I say. If he gets knocked out by Tank, so be it. The fight still needs to happen. It still needs to happen. If Keyshawn Davis was to lose, so what? It still needs to happen. But I'm going to tell you what I feel. I feel Tank Davis looks at Shakur and feel like, yo, man, this dude too slippery. I might have problems catching him clean. And, he already said his fear in the ring is getting embarrassed and people making a constant meme out of some shit that he does in the ring, right? But just like he's talking about Shakur can't punch, right? He knows Shakur can box. He knows that Shakur's a sharp fighter. And he knows that Shakur's going to make it hard for him to get in there and land shit. He knows that. Everybody keep talking about Shakur ain't got nothing to keep Tank off. Here's the thing. If you got a gas tank, Tank is going to have problems closing the show if you got a gas tank. Why? Tank understands physicality and Tank comes to wear you down, but Tank doesn't throw a whole lot of punches. That's one thing people understand. He's walking in, right? But he's not throwing a lot of punches. And when he gets closer, he gets in and he starts to land them sneaky shots. And what makes him effective too is because he's short, and uppercuts is like shots that people don't see coming out of nowhere, whether it's the hook or the uppercut. We know Tank, what Tank can do, but he knows that's not an easy fight. Even if he wins, he knows it's going to be difficult for him to catch up to Shakur. And pretty much, it's possible Shakur will outbox him until he gets knocked out, if he gets knocked out. And y'all can talk all the shit y'all want. He ain't going to keep him off. He ain't this. Y'all try to make it like Tank is Tyson or something. No, Tank takes his time. He comes in. But guess what? If the fight was as easy as he think, because he always say the same thing. The fight going to end the same way. It's going to be the same result. Who do you think that Tank feels like he can, that can beat him? If them dudes fight each other, it ain't going to mean nothing to him. Because he already said Shakur ain't do shit. They said Keyshawn is better than him, but he ain't do shit either. So he's already trying to dismiss these guys. Look, man, put Keyshawn Davis in front of him. Tank got to get past that jab. Tank got to get past that power. Tank got to deal with a guy that can throw punches quickly and move. He got to deal with a guy that has a sharp ring IQ. He got to deal with a guy that's not afraid of him. He got to deal with a guy that can hurt him just the same way he can hurt him and shit. Yeah, he has to deal with that shit. Look at the way Tank fought Rolly Romero. He's on the back foot. Lured him in, made him think that he was doing something. His coach bullied over there, giving him all this bullshit, false information. He lured him in, sucked him in, bam, caught him, out. Now, see how y'all talk about Shakur is on the back foot? Notice, when Tank fight against guys that can punch, Tank gets on the back foot. And remember, he's in the corner telling his trainer, yo, he's strong right now. He's still strong. He's strong right now. Right? And he got on the back foot the whole time. It's funny, and I bring that up because y'all say the same things about Shakur. We've seen on 2 occasions where he fought somebody that has some pressure and he's on the back foot. Right, but Tank gets on the back foot when he fights against another puncher. See, but the fact that he getting the knockout, What does it matter if he gets the knockout versus if Shakur gets a 12-round shutout? What does it matter? A win is a win. So, you know, that's bullshit right there. They both do the same thing in that sense. But like I said, put Keyshawn in there. It's different because Keyshawn can crack. And the reality is, with all of what y'all saying and talking about what Tank can do, you ain't telling me shit that I don't know about Tank. I'm not basing fight should or shouldn't happen. Okay, it don't matter. I think Anthony Joshua beat Deontay Wilder, right? You never heard me saying the fight shouldn't happen. Now, as far as like where they are in their careers now, there's no steam on that fight. That fight's dead. It's like if it happened, it's just, okay, finally we got these two old washed up motherfuckers. That's how people will look at this shit. Unless AJ can bounce back and do something. But then if he does, what did Wilder do? That, okay, now the fight's back. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same shit. You don't ever hear me sit here and tell you certain fights shouldn't happen amongst elite fighters. What for what? Why would you not want to fight these guys? This is where I'm at with you motherfuckers. It's like you got something against you. It's like you have something against fights actually happening. And I believe it's because you guys are afraid that the guy that you want to win won't win. Real simple. I'm not going to fucking tell you, oh, AJ could beat everybody, so ain't no need for him to fight. You hear me say it's a fight-by-fight basis. And you hear me say if this person should win, then I feel like the next fight should be this person, that person. Y'all sit up here talking stupid shit. Like Tank shouldn't fight against Keyshawn. He shouldn't fight against fucking Shakur. So when he said he wanted to fight all the top guys, are y'all gonna hold him to his word for saying that shit? Then he backtracked and well, are you the type of person that called up? Well, no, motherfucker, you said you want all the top guys. You said it. How many times did Deontay Wilder tell y'all he want to fight 4 or 5 times? And I'm like, he ain't gonna do that shit. He ain't even doing it in his prime. He ain't doing that shit. You don't get older and then start fighting more. No, he ain't gonna do it. And look at where he's at in his career right now. I said that because I was hating, or because that's what the fuck happened. Common sense. So, man, you know, I just wanted to get these fucking things out because everything that's being said already. Now that everybody know that Clarissa's fighting Hannah Gabriel, somebody actually went in there and said, oh man, she waited till she got old. Stupid but dumb bitch, you hating my ass dumb motherfucker. She already kicked Hannah Gabriel's asses when they were younger. And Clarissa was the baby coming into that. Didn't have that many fights when she fought Hannah Gabriel and she beat her. Hannah Gabriel is the one that fucking cheated. Okay, and got herself banned from the sport for a little bit. Now she's coming back, and her story was the reason that they banned her was to protect Clarissa. Anything to try to make herself sound good. So after Clarissa kicked her ass, y'all gonna go to the she was old bullshit. Who cares? And like I said, after that it'll probably be Franchon. And if Savannah decides she want to get her shit together and come fight Clarissa, okay, then whatever. So if that doesn't happen, it's up to Clarissa what she does next. But I believe she get them under her belt. And yeah, especially the 3 of them. Then at that point, all right, cool. There's nothing else left for me to do at heavyweight here. Let me go down to 154. Go down there and whoop some ass there. She go down to 154. I mean, hey, listen. I believe if she go to 154. Now, Natasha Jonas keep talking about retiring. And I don't know what's going on because she keep prolonging. But if Natasha Jonas is still there, I believe Natasha Jonas will probably go, possibly go to 154 and fight Clarissa. Michaela Mayer, maybe go to 154 and fight Clarissa. Lauren Phillips, she'll probably, she maybe too. Her maybe too. But at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, let's make the right things happen. So, like, you got somebody like Clarissa who's out here trying, like, look, she want to fight the top. She want to fight nothing but the best. Oh, I can't stand her. No, y'all all about getting in your feelings about certain people. So who the fuck do you want to see her fight? Y'all talking about little ass Alicia Baumgarten. And I told y'all, I said Alicia don't have shit going on. That's why she keep talking about Clarissa. What did she do after she got suspended? She came back, she fought Delphine Persoon. What right now do you know about Alicia Baumgartner and her next opponent? And what does she got right now? What's the next big fight for her? You know who the big fights are. There's only a handful of them. And here's the crazy part. Alicia Baumgardner may never get a chance to fight Amanda Serrano. She might never get a chance to fight Katie Taylor. So who's she going to fight? Choi? We talk about superstar names. What's she going to do? She's not going to go down to 130, 126. I mean, she's not going to drop down like 126 with her, right? So what happens? She's not going to fight Sky Nicholson unless Sky comes up in weight. So who does she have to fight? You see what I'm saying? This is the same woman that told y'all Clarissa don't have nobody. Clarissa needs her. Clarissa like she's doing just damn fine to me. And the one who's struggling to find fucking opponents that people care to see is who? The very one talking about, oh, Clarissa, be a woman of your word and fight at 147. Like, man, you holding on to that petty shit trying to make, man, look, at the end of the fucking day, you call a motherfucker out, you go to that person's weight class. Just like I said, I give Roy Jones props for fighting Ruiz because he was a little motherfucker compared to Ruiz and he went up and fought. You ain't never seen Roy Jones fighting no catch weight, nothing like that. I'm not against catch weights when it's done the right way. All right, I can't really come up that high in weight. It's too much. Well, I don't even walk around at that weight. All right, it's a little low for you to come all the way down to where I'm at. So let's meet at this weight. Okay, the little guy comes up and he can handle it. The big guy coming down, he can handle it. Okay, y'all agree, let's fight. I'm cool with that. But when you use it to drain somebody, I don't respect that shit. I don't respect that shit. I don't respect it, and I feel like you got fighters that's talented enough, they got the skill, but it's obvious they feel like they need that advantage, whatever advantage that they can get. You know, I remember even Jeff Mayweather was saying if I was Terrence Crawford, I wouldn't rematch Errol Spence at 154 because he don't have to. You already beat him at 147. It's Spence's job to prove to you that he can't that he can beat you at 147. Right? Ain't no title on the line at 154. So this should be a rematch. You defending your titles. Okay. But the thing in that is Crawford said, oh, it's no problem. He can go to 154. But y'all don't hold Crawford to that. The same people that sit there trying to make yourselves believe that big ass Clarissa Shields is scared of little ass Alicia Baumgardner. Amazing, man. Amazing how y'all motherfuckers do this shit. So all of this garbage nonsense, all this garbage about trying to make it seem like people in here hating on Tank or any fucking fighter for telling the truth. I don't give a fuck what you think. Like I said, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say anyway. But y'all sit up here and do all of this talking and complaining about who's fighting who's not fighting who. Let's look at right now, for example. You got Wilder fans still cramming for maybe him and AJ could fight. Who gives a fuck about him and AJ fighting each other now? Who really cares? Who really cares? Two motherfuckers coming up short. They came up short their last fight, and two for Wilder. And you know, just when AJ like he was getting things back on track, at some point it's like you gotta wake up. And all I'm saying, man, is like, if you're afraid to tell the truth, what good are you? Like what good are you? I wouldn't set somebody up for failure. Here's the thing. You could have two guys that's A-level fighters, but this A-level could be up here to this A-level. And this A-level could be up here to the B minus, the B plus, and everything. You understand what I'm saying? There's always differences. This is what the best do. They fight each other. I don't see how you motherfuckers can be in a weight class and not want to clean that weight class out. Man, I'm fighting this heavyweight. I want to be able to say, man, I ain't waiting for nobody to eliminate shit. I beat motherfucking AJ. I beat Wilder. I beat Fury. I beat Usyk. I beat Dubois. I beat Parker. I want to be able to say all that shit. How the fuck I'm going to end my career and say, okay, well, I did fight the big three. Why didn't you fight the other guys? Because, man, they ain't proved nothing to me. And it's going to be the same outcome. No. But Aries, you was only 30 years old. And you had, but you see the point what I'm saying. Okay, the guys that Tank beat, Tank is not that Tank didn't beat some good fighters. He ain't beat no Hall of Fame fighters. He ain't beat no great fighters. So once you start using star power as a way to throw your weight around, all right then. This is what Keyshawn Davis is going to have to do. And I'm going to close this video in a minute. Keyshawn Davis is going to have to just say, fuck Tank. Like he said, fuck him. I'm not chasing this dude. Dude, he had the balls to fight me. He talking all this shit, but yo, he ain't making no effort to fight, right? Keyshawn is going to have to get his star power up and just keep fighting who's out there. And he may have to be the one that, hey, fight certain guys and like all. I'm not, look, nobody's saying that these dudes shouldn't fight each other. What I'm saying, this is how it may end up having to be. The problem with Tank's logic is, see, Tank, his thing is if somebody loses to somebody else, there's no need for him to fight him. Okay, if that would be the case, right, then it's like Ali, George Foreman shouldn't have fought Muhammad Ali. You know why? Because Frazier had beat Ali and Norton had beat Ali. So why should George fight Ali? Look at what happened when they fought. Ali, Foreman, Joe Frazier, Ken Norton. Norton and Frazier never fought. Ernie Shavers. I mean, all these guys that came into the mix. What I'm saying, all these different fighters, man, these guys fought each other. That's what great fighters do. Now all of a sudden it's a process of elimination. If a guy loses somebody, I don't need to fight him. Okay, right. And once again, I use the Tyson Fury Usyk example because if they never fought, you couldn't tell people Usyk wasn't good enough to beat Tyson. Nah, man, Tyson's too big, too strong, too good, too experienced, everything. Man, Usyk's too. Yeah, I know. See, that's exactly my point, though. Your bullshit opinion crumbles to the truth. And y'all still trying to hold on to some bullshit theory about, yeah, but Tank is the A side, and like this one guy was talking about how, you know, these other guys don't draw. Bro, Lamont Roach don't draw either. He don't fucking draw either. And he's not better than nobody that I put on that fucking thumbnail. Nobody. He's not better, and like I said, I don't know what Lomachenko still has in the tank, but if Loma's still the same Loma that we saw in his last fight, he beat Lamont Roach as well, as far as I'm concerned. So all of this talk, and Loma got his ass kicked by Tio anyway, and then Tio got his ass kicked by Kambosos. So you can't sit here and fucking say who's going to win a fight. And remember, Teofimo told everybody George Kambosos was better than Tank, was better than Ryan, was better than all the other dudes. Haney, all them dudes at 135. Remember, that was T.O.'s words. Remember, Tank told everybody that fucking Regis Prograis was going to be too much power, too strong for Haney. Haney don't have nothing to keep him off, blah, blah, blah. Same thing that he think about Shakur. Okay? Right. And that's why I said before, if this motherfucker was so confident that he could beat Haney, he even said that if he fought, he's like, yo, Haney, he explaining why he made Ryan had a rehydration clause. He explained all that and was like, yo, the same with Devin Haney. Like, yo, this dude is like a fucking heavyweight. Yeah, because Lomachenko said that. He said that lightweight. What did he say? Heavyweight? Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to give a feather-fisted fighter. It's funny how y'all call people pillow-fisted, but you need a rehydration clause. You need a catch weight. But the motherfucker can't punch. And because it's Tank Davis saying it, I'm supposed to not fucking say nothing about it? Fuck you. And fuck that and anybody that got a problem with what I'm saying. I do not do this favoritism shit. I don't do this type of shit. And like I said, man, Tank knows. He knows. Shakur Stevenson, for sure, he know Keyshawn Davis ain't no pushovers. And here's the thing. Keyshawn Davis is the opposite of Shakur. Keyshawn ain't gonna wait back and wait and just wait and not fight. Like, nah, he's not as defensive minded as he's not as safety first as Shakur. But he can crack. Shakur don't really punch like hard like that. So he can crack. He can give Tank something to worry about coming in. Keyshawn is not even the same type of fighter as Shakur. So what's his excuse for not fighting Keyshawn? Can't say Keyshawn's boring. This motherfucker out here knocking everybody out, doing his thing. So yeah, what's Tank's excuse for not fighting him? Come on, man. Y'all sound like some straight up bitches out here arguing and getting your feelings over these fucking dudes. But I know what the fuck I'm saying is on point. Me talking about Sky Nicholson versus, Amanda Serrano. Yo, Amanda, when you stand up here and talk about I'm the best fighter at 126 and I'm this and I'm that, okay, cool. But are you going to defend the title at 126? Who in the fuck should she fight at 126 if she's not going to fight Sky? Sky got a belt too. Why not fight Sky? That's the whole thing. Just because your favorite fighter says, oh, she ain't ready, or he ain't ready, oh, they ain't ready. No, fuck that. Bullshit. Why not fight Sky Nicholson? It's obvious she don't see Sky as easy of a fight as the so-called fans pretend to be. This is all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about your personal opinions. You go in the ring to fight to win, and that's what this sport is. We go here, we fight, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, possible draw. We're not going through this whole, let's eliminate each other verbally. And that's why I put these guys up on this thumbnail. Because there's no other people you can put up on that thumbnail that's any more relevant than those guys that's up there. And I'd be looking at it like, yo, this fucking division that I'm in is on fire right now, man. Hell yeah. That's how that shit is, man. That's how that shit is. I mean, I did rap music and all that. When I heard the motherfuckers up here spitting that real, I'm like, okay, hell yeah. I want the hell yes. I'm in. Why? Yo, you got some verbal spitters up there that's killing this shit. The fuck you think? I want to be the only one to kill some shit? Nah, I ain't scared to put my skills up there. Let's go. Let's go up here and spit these bars. And guess what's happening? They like, yo, this motherfucker's a problem, bro. Shit, yo. Damn, yeah. Right. The fuck you mean, man? Hell yeah. Remember that time we was out there? Yeah, we was barring, going back and forth. Yeah, hell yeah. That's what competitors do. Not sit back. I want to be the only spitter in here. I want everybody else to be whacked to make me look better. Nah, man, that's not what the fuck we do, man. You go in there, you fight, you want to fight the best, and that's right now. If somebody was to ask Tank, what you think the best division in boxing is? If that motherfucker opened his mouth and say 135, everybody that's a Tank fan need to walk away and never buy a ticket ever again. Because if he can say that, that means he's telling you, I know these motherfuckers is better than what I'm saying. I'm pretending because I don't want to fight the motherfuckers. Yeah. And everybody want to feel like they a part of, the best division or one of. Come on, man. Y'all see that talent that's there. Y'all see what's there. Yet, you got the motherfucking main guy that basically don't have the common sense to, hey, let's go in here and make this fucking shit happen. Man, great fighters a lot of times fought more than once anyway. Have your own rivalries. The fuck kind of shit is that, man? You think if a motherfucker is sitting here saying, okay, let's look at it like this. Let's say if these motherfuckers said, pound for pound, who's the best fighter? Now, let's say I'm fighting and it's me. Let's say the candidates for the best is me, Terrence Crawford, and motherfucking Tank. Now, Tank is more popular than Crawford is. Tank makes more money per fight than Crawford does. Now, hold up. Let's look at what Tank's resume is. Let's look at what Crawford's resume is. But once again, let's say on my resume, I beat AJ, I beat Usyk, I beat Fury, I beat Wilder, I beat Parker, I beat Dubois. I beat Dillian White, I beat Zhang, I beat motherfucking Joyce, I beat Caballero, I beat Sanchez, I beat F.A. Jogba. Now, that's 12 fucking fights. But let's just say I'm 25-0, 30 whatever, but I got all the motherfuckers on my resume. When you start comparing resumes, how the fuck is Tank resume gonna match up to mine? You understand what I'm saying? How even though he's more popular than Crawford. How in the fuck can you say this dude is better than either one of us? And we clearly have better competition on our resumes. So if we're gonna go by star power, and why I use my them and put myself in it with the three of us is because heavyweights usually make more money than everybody else. But we know that there's been some welterweights and middleweights, and now, you know, the lightweights finally got some little motherfuckers that get some star power and all, to be able to make that kind of money. But what I'm saying, how could you possibly look at his competition and say he's better than them? No, he's not. Somebody would say, but damn, how is he more popular than Crawford though? How? It's because stylistically, Crawford had he was accused of running in fights. You know how he do run, stick his tongue out, shake his head, no, when they tell him to stand and fight, all this kind of shit. Yeah, I done seen Crawford in the back foot several times. I done seen Crawford get dropped in the fight, so what? That's called boxing, man. But when you start breaking shit down, you look like, nah, man, damn, look at the people Aries beat. Look at the people Crawford beat. Now look at the motherfuckers that Tank beat. And if you want to sit here and talk about, like somebody said, was obviously that he beating the best fighters, look how much money he made. Nah, you dumb bastard. Jake Paul made more money in one fight than all of them. Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis, all of them. That motherfucker made $40 million for fighting a 50-year-old man, a 58-year-old man that just had fucking 8 blood transfusions a couple months prior. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess by that logic, Jake Paul is the baddest motherfucker in boxing. Yeah. Anyways, the real ones get it. The stupid ones are just gonna stay stupid because that's just who the fuck y'all are. I'm gonna end up blocking motherfuckers anyway because I don't put up with stupid shit. I ain't got the patience for that. I don't fuck one of y'all. I'll slap the shit out of one of you motherfuckers. Like really slap the fuck out you. Right while you walking with your fucking this is your man right here. All right, well either I suggest you turn the fuck around, or yeah, slap the shit out you, bitch made motherfuckers. I honestly, you know, I got an idea for something I might start doing on this channel, and it'll be some live shit, just so you can see the type of shit that goes on in the course of the day and how I interact with motherfuckers. And I guarantee you, y'all will be like, damn, I don't need it to happen. But y'all will be like, yo, Aries is a real one, yo. He really be out there in the public doing shit with people, and yo, y'all don't have your minds right, man. Just think about this. For all of you motherfuckers that's biased and take sides, imagine you on trial being accused of something you didn't do, but the person that's accusing you is cool with the judge. Yeah, let that sink in. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.